You start the day with a plan, and somewhere between intention and action, you lose it. Not because you're lazy, not because you don't care, but because something inside you keeps pulling you toward the easier thing. What if that pull isn't a flaw? What if it's just a system waiting to be understood? Most people think discipline is about willpower. They tell themselves, just try harder. So they try harder, and they fail again, and they call themselves weak. But here's what psychology actually shows us. Willpower is not a character trait. It's a resource, like a battery, and your brain runs it down every single time you resist something. This is what Roy Baumeister called ego depletion. The more decisions you make, the fewer good ones you have left. That's not a weakness. That's biology. You're not broken. You were never meant to resist the world through sheer force of character. Your brain was built for survival, not for sitting still and doing hard things. The pull toward distraction, toward the couch, toward the scroll, that's 200,000 years of evolution working exactly as designed. Mental discipline isn't about defeating your nature. It's about understanding it well enough to stop fighting the wrong battle. Think of your brain as two rooms. The first room is dim, warm, and ancient. It runs on instinct. Seek pleasure, avoid pain. Conserve energy. Neuroscientists call it the limbic system. It's fast, it's loud, it's always on. The second room is cooler, quieter. It can think ahead. It can delay gratification, plan, reflect, choose. This is the prefrontal cortex, and it costs more to run. When you're tired, stressed, or overwhelmed, the second room goes dark. The first room takes over. Mental discipline isn't about silencing the first room. It's about keeping the second one lit. Practical framework. So how do you keep it lit? Here are 5 principles, each rooted in science. Principle number 1. Design, don't decide. Every decision you force yourself to make drains the battery, so stop making them in the moment. James Clear calls this decision architecture. Put the book on the pillow, remove the app from the front screen. Make the good thing the easy thing. Discipline lives in the structure you build, not the moment you resist. Principle number 2. Use identity, not instruction. Telling yourself I should work out requires willpower every time. Believing I am someone who moves their body shifts it to identity. Research by Wendy Wood shows that 43% of daily behavior is habitual, driven not by decision, but by self-concept. The brain protects what it believes you are. Principle number 3. Protect your energy windows. Your prefrontal cortex peaks in the morning. That's when your deepest work should live. Not email, not social, not other people's urgency. Guard those first hours like a scarce resource, because neurologically, they are. Principle number 4. Reframe discomfort as data. When you feel resistance, your instinct is to interpret it as a stop sign. But cognitive reappraisal, a technique backed by decades of research, says you can relabel that same feeling. This is where growth lives. I'm exactly where I need to be. The feeling doesn't change, its meaning does. And meaning changes behavior. Principle number 5. Rest is not reward, rest is fuel. Sleep consolidates memory, recovers glucose in the prefrontal cortex, resets emotional regulation. Mental discipline without rest is like building a fire and then wondering why it keeps going out. Recovery isn't soft, it's the mechanism itself. Here's the mental model to carry with you. Mental discipline is not about fighting yourself. It is about becoming the keeper of the second room, protecting your capacity to think clearly by managing your energy, your environment, and the story you tell about who you are. The battle isn't between you and your laziness, it's between clarity and depletion, between design and default, between identity and impulse. You don't need more willpower. You need fewer moments where willpower is required. Somewhere, right now, someone is sitting with a plan they haven't started yet. They're not failing. They're just running on a system that was never designed for modern demands. But systems can be understood. And what is understood can be gently, quietly changed. You don't have to force yourself into discipline. You just have to build the room where your better thinking can live. And then, protect it.